Hey guys, this is a general reading for the collective of Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. This is not a date or time specific reading. Whenever you come upon it, if it speaks to you, it may be your message at that time. But it is a general reading, so it won't resonate for everyone. Just take what speaks to you and leave the rest. You can be here as a cross watcher for a Taurus, that's fine. And as always, regardless, remember, you may need to flip the energies around. I could be talking directly about you or your divine counterpart, so take it as it resonates. All right, so despite the fact that this is not a date or time specific reading, I do want to let you know that as I record this, we have the Venus and Sun conjunction at 29 degrees of Libra. I did a special reading for it. If you missed it, you can go to my channel page, click on playlists, and there's a playlist called Astrology Transits. It's the most recent reading in that playlist. Okay? For the Sun and Venus conjunction. Real powerful conjunction, lots of beautiful energies, and I did a special reading for it. Also, we have the new moon in Scorpio coming up on the 25th of October with a partial solar eclipse. So we begin eclipse season officially on the 25th, and that kind of puts us into the wormhole. And I'll be doing a special reading for that as well. Okay, so Taurus, I'm pulling one card from Angel Tarot. Just to get a feeling for the energy coming through for you. You get the same darn card that Aries got, the Awakening card, Archangel Gabriel, looking at things from a different perspective. It could represent a temporary standstill, and it says it's important to be yourself. This is essentially the Hanged Man. Okay, but in this particular deck, he calls it a card of awakening, which is possible, spiritual awakening, and you are protected by Archangel Gabriel. So weird that it's the same darn card. Different day, different sign, but there's a message there. I like the Hanged Man because, it kind of helps pull us back when we need to sort of get a handle on what's really going on, looking at a situation from all angles, from different perspectives, and then that waiting for the downloads to sort of drop in and for some measure of enlightenment or illumination. So there you go. All right, let's see what's happening for you. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. We've got the Knight of Cups was in your morning musing, and thanks for your patience. I missed a day. 7, not really a day, life gets lifey. 7 of Wands is the, in the block, well, it's not really a block. It's like a challenge to that Knight of Cups, so there could be some resistance around that. Underneath, we have in your unconscious awareness, the Moon, perfect place for that, and the 8 of Pentacles in the past. What's crowning you, though, in your conscious awareness? The Ace of Wands, which is great because it's almost like if you're afraid, you still want to do it anyway. There's some desire for action here. The Ace of Wands, new beginning, something passionate, excitement we've got in the near future. The 8 of Cups, message from Spirit, Queen of Cups. So coming from an open heart in the hidden energies, we have the 7 of Swords. Yeah, we're going to need to clarify the heck out of that. In your hopes and or fears, the Knight of Pentacles, things sort of moving a bit slowly, and the potential outcome here is the Queen of Wands. So that kind of feels like it could be just a reference to all this passionate energy that's sort of rising up within you, and how you may just sort of need to take a leadership role in the connection, because we've got someone here wanting to kind of come towards you with an open heart, but they're resisting that. So yeah, could be you resisting, but we'll see. Let's go with the Knight of Cups and the 7 of Wands. 9 of Swords, High Priestess, 5 of Pentacles. So I kind of feel like you know that this is the issue. Your inner knowing there with the High Priestess, the 9 of Swords, the 5 of Pentacles underneath. It's like, there's worry around it. And it's something that probably runs on a loop in your mind. Like, what's the holdup? What's the resistance? What's the delay? Even because we do have the Hanged Man. And underneath, it kind of creates a feeling of destabilization. Five of Pentacles can also leave you feeling devalued, or even forsaken to some degree. So let's look at the Moon. That can represent hidden feelings, but also our own insecurities, the things that we can't understand, that we don't see, that we aren't aware of or don't have access to. Yeah, there's the Four of Cups from the morning musing. So I feel like you're one part worried, I get that, but also really disenchanted. I think you thought that there was a potential future. That's something you're still open to working on. Ten of Pentacles with the Eight of Pentacles underneath. We do have the Eight of Pentacles in the past. So I almost feel like on some level this is something you've been trying to work through for some time. But you don't know how the other person feels. And it's got you feeling some form of rejection or disillusionment because of the emotional distance. That's also part of the Five of Pentacles, is that feeling of rejection or abandonment. So we'll see what this has for you. In the past, we have the Eight of Pentacles too. Page of Swords, Three of Swords. Yeah. I don't think you got an opportunity to sort of talk it out. I kind of think what you were working on in the past with that Eight of Pentacles, right, focused on creative solutions to problems, is part of the energy of the Eight of Pentacles, but it's also the detail work, right? And the Page of Swords is often the spire detective of the tarot, looking for clues, trying to ferret out some information or get some clarity, because this was just definitely heartbreaking, and I don't think you ever had a chance to clear the air. So the Knight of Swords underneath suggests that that was what was rolling around in your unconscious awareness, is like I need to speak truth to power. I need to have a say. I need to be heard. And I'm not sure that you were, or if you were, that it was well received. That's the other potential here. So now we have the Ace of Wands. That's what is in your conscious awareness. You know, the gift from spirit, some inspired passion, new beginnings, new opportunities, some motivation. The Lovers, King of Pentacles, there's the Eight of Wands. So yeah, you still are kind of feeling inspired to have that convo that you did not get in the past. But you're coming through a lot more optimistic. We do have the King of Pentacles here, so that's also speaking to that Ten of Pentacles energy of somebody that shows up for you in 3D. That is kind of life partnership material, or at least long-term relationship material. We have the Lovers, which would, in this case, represent some kind of soul union, twin flame energy. But the Lovers to me is always a card of choice. So it's like you're choosing. You would really like to reignite the torch of passion in this relationship. And you know that, you can't do much without some good back and forth communication. And that could be something that you're beginning to feel like you need to take the lead on. Not for all of you, but for some of you that will be the case. Now we have the Eight of Cups in the near future. Temperance, Two of Swords, Devil. So what's going to happen here is you're kind of going to wait it out before you make any decisions of whether or not you're going to stay or go. The Eight of Cups as the lead out card leads me to believe that you're prepared to walk away if you must. Temperance is letting me know, though, that there's a higher octave of patience that you'll sort of move through. The Temperance card, which is Sagittarius, and so think about that, because the Knight of Wands is also Sagittarius, which is very impulsive. So this Temperance is like that moment where you realize that in time all energies come into flow and balance. So there's really no push. It's more about your self-control and restraint, because I see you here like guns a-blazing, right? Like, let's get the show on the road. And then on the other hand, in the future, I think I see some more conscious awareness of the need to allow things to sort of unfold. And the Two of Swords is like, yeah, you'll go within, you'll get the clarity you need. to make the decision when the time comes. And what are you going to be waiting on? What are you going to be considering? I pulled the Devil. It came from the bottom of the deck, though. So that's what's going to be in the back of your mind. If this is too karmic a situation, if there are too many control issues, if your person, like if there's a repeating pattern that keeps unfolding, or if your person has some fears that sort of keep playing themselves out over and over again, that's what the Devil is here for. So it's under the deck. It's just, to me, saying that on some level, you're not going to make a decision quick, like off the bat, or what's the phrase I'm looking for? You won't be impulsive. You'll allow this person and this situation to reveal itself, but on some level in the back of your mind, you may be concerned that there's too much negative karma unfolding. We do have the Seven of Swords here too, so I'll look at that. Message from Spirit is the Queen of Cups. So if you want the reconciliation, if you want some kind of peaceful outcome, Spirit's telling you it's available, but it's about perseverance. With the Strength card, which is about the courage and the confidence to overcome obstacles, but it's also a card of perseverance, and it's also a card of kindness and support. So I almost feel like in the role of this Queen of Cups energy, where you're coming more from a frame of compassion, always starting with ourselves, but then extending it to the other, you'll sooner be able to offload the negative karma. It's almost like, you can attract more with honey than with vinegar. I know I just botched that. There's a saying. I keep trying to remember what it is. Somebody please kindly put it in the comments. But we attract something with honey. And I'm feeling like it keeps coming up in the readings and I keep forgetting to look up that saying. Let me just, while you're here, I cannot tell a joke. I don't remember the punchlines, right? I'm one of those people. So help a girl out. But yeah, if you can stay in this, in that metaphor with me, the opportunity for a win-win outcome where you both feel seen and heard, and, you kind of come together in a way that, not just makes the peace, but that the peace lasts. You'll be able to offload all this difficult energy, but it's going to take a little bravery. It's going to take a little kindness. And remember, we've got here some need to release some negative karma, especially because this Devil shows up in the back of your mind in the future. So let's look at the Seven of Swords. Can't take me anywhere. Page of Wands, Five of Swords. Well, interesting. Okay, so because I showed you this before, but you probably don't remember. This is in your hopes and fears. So I'm going to get to that in a minute. But it shows up here in the hidden energies. We have the Seven of Swords and the Page of Wands. So I'm going to go there. Player energy. Player. This is a very common pairing in tarot. Not much good comes of it. Kind of in it for the minute. Take what I came for, and who cares what you want. It's not great energy. But look, and then we've got the Five of Swords. So we've got the Seven of Swords and the Five of Swords. Here's the thing. The Five of Swords speaks of feeling defeated, or where there's some form of sabotage. So I almost get the impression that this person has a tendency, when things are going well, or when things are getting too close to the heart, right, where there's more emotional vulnerability involved, this person kind of steps in it. And sabotage is a good thing. And I'm saying that because underneath they know they have to be more intentional, more methodical. There's that Knight of Pentacles that you're kind of hoping for. This is about somebody who sort of begins with the end in mind, moves forward very deliberately, very intentionally with a plan, and whatever it is they're moving toward, it's something that they're prepared to take on. Here in 3D, it's Pentacles, right? It's earthbound. I know I'm headed in this direction, and I know this is where I want to go, and I know what I have to do to make this happen. So I like that it's there. Unfortunately, it's kind of in the recesses of this person's mind, but at least whoever this is kind of sees the pattern that you're here to observe in this reading, and they know that it is either, you know, part of their own self-sabotage or that it's extremely unfair. Yeah. Nobody wins in that little trifecta. So let's look at your hopes and fears with this Knight of Pentacles. Hermit. Justice. Wheel. Wow, 3 major arcana. So I almost feel you're guiding this person. This feels very much like some guidance between the Hermit and the Wheel of Fortune. You know, the Wheel of Fortune is a card of Jupiter. Jupiter, you know, wants to give us what we desire. It's about manifestation, expansion, abundance, and, you know, some people refer to Jupiter as the cash and prizes planet, right? Everything goes well, winner, winner, chicken dinner with Jupiter in the house. But it's underneath the deck, so it's representing some measure of things unfolding, what you want, what you're trying to manifest in divine time. You want this person to come towards you, but you want them to know what they want, and you want it to last. So I almost feel like you're guiding them towards you. This is in your hopes and fears with the Justice card in the middle, which is exactly what I just said, a restoration of the fairness that is absent with this card, with this energy, right? So this person is aware of this pattern. Now, they're not going to talk to you about it, no matter how much you try. I have a feeling that part of the Seven of Swords for this person is self-deception. Like they know it, but they're not going to, you know, give voice to it. I have a feeling. But I love that we have the Knight of Pentacles because it's a reference to what it is you're calling in. So there is a connection at 5D where they're picking up on that energy that you're putting out, where you're trying to guide this person toward. And I'm saying that, like, this is not necessarily your 100% focus all the time, but it's just who you are at your core. It's how you're operating in the world. It's the fact that you're coming from the lessons you've learned on your solitary spiritual journey. So you're wiser, and therefore you can kind of hold up this lantern and light the path for this person to come towards you in a way that's a little bit more grounded and a little bit more settled instead of all over the map, and instead of self-serving. All the knights make offers. The Knight of Pentacles offer sticks. Queen of Wands. Four of Swords, the Sun, and the Star. Really nice. Yeah, we had the Star this for the morning musing too. And I said, wish granted. It's also a card of healing, but I kind of feel like this is something that the happiness is available to you, but you might have to take the lead. I feel the same way about the Hermit. The Hermit, as the guide, takes the lead. So the Queen of Wands, it's like use your, especially if you're here as a divine feminine. Male or female doesn't matter. Always remember that. But the divine feminine in the Queen of Wands, that shows up as knowing how to use your allure. I'm going to use that word, your allure, the way that you kind of draw someone towards you. You've got a little bit of magical, mystical energy with the black cat at your feet. I love to draw everyone's attention to that because it's very easily missed, but it's part of the mystique of the Queen of Wands. So I absolutely feel like healing is available to you and the happiness as well. Wish granted, keep hope alive. The universe has your back. That is a glorious way to close out this part of the reading. So I'm going to tell you the astrology of everyone that showed up. It doesn't have to be a person, but it could just be planet points in your chart. It can be that for you or your divine counterpart or any other players in your personal storyline. But it's just helpful to know what energies surface. It doesn't really change the meaning of the reading. It just sort of is there for some added confirmation if it happens to line up with your situation. In the extended, and there's a link in the description box below, I'm going to read from your person's point of view. So whoever this is we're dealing with, that you're trying to make a decision around, or that you're trying to kind of reconstitute the relationship or help deal with the resistance of this person who seems to kind of shy away from emotional situations and vulnerability, Knight of Cups. So we'll see how they show up in the reading. We'll get a feeling for their perspective, how they see the situation, how they see you, think about you, or feel about you, their intentions going forward. And I'll close out with a message from Spirit and some oracles. So that's what goes on in the extended. Here's who showed up. We have High Priestess is Pisces, as is the moon. We've got the Lovers is Gemini. The King of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. Temperance is Sagittarius. The Devil here is Capricorn as well. Queen of Cups can be Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, Leo in the Strength card, as well as the Sun. We've got the Hermit is Virgo. Justice is a Libra, and the Wheel of Fortune is Sagittarius. It's actually a card of Jupiter. Then we have the Queen of Wands, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and also Aquarius in the star. So powerful reading for you, Taurus. I hope it gave you something to think about. The link to the extended is below. I'll see you there, or take care. Bye for now.